I just face it backwards because it just needs to go in.
Also like a continuity.
No.
No, now it's
oh yeah, you just put the left.
Okay, so slope is determining the steepness of a line, and it always typically goes, we'll say left to right, correct? So when I'm looking at the directionality of a line, to determine if it's a positive slope or a negative slope, I look at the leftmost point. From the leftmost point as it goes up, it's positive, and from the leftmost point as it goes down, it is negative. What about if it's a vertical line? So, this is where we get confused.
Undefined.
Is there a leftmost point on this vertical line?
No.
That means it's undefined. If I can't define the leftmost point, it is undefined. So, those will be x equals equations. That would be something to underline. Now, if I were to have just a horizontal line like this,
That's a zero slope.
does it have a leftmost point?
Yes.
Yes.
From this, does it have any incline?
No.
Zero incline. So that's what makes it a zero slope. Zero slopes will have a y equals. So a zero slope might be y equals 4, because it's only hitting one mark on the entire coordinate plane. Alright, let's go through the 3 different ways to find slope. We have on a graph. What did we do last year with the jumps? Rise over run. So typically if we're working on a graph, and m is what we use to represent slope, so m equals rise over run. On a graph we could do our jumps. Then if I'm given 2 points, 1, 2, 4, 9, I would take those 2 points and plug it into what equation?
y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1.
So y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So the tricky thing about slope last year was I have different equations to find it based on the different situations. Slope is very situational. And if I had a table, I could absolutely do y2 minus y1. But I could also do what Tucker said, and I could say, remember the triangle?
Oh yeah, the change.
The change. Ha ha ha, that gets you a Jolly Rancher.
They used to be so hard
Make sure to write everything down in this unit.
Oh yeah.
What'd you say, Brody?
What's the triangle for?
Triangle means the change in something or the difference.
You make those stars yourself.
That used to be so hard for me and
I think that I feel like they were all the same.
There you go. So if you need to annotate that, but that triangle means difference. So you're finding the change in y's on the table and the difference of your x's on the table. Please hold your tiredness. Alright, last thing to look at. What's our favorite way to find slope? Well, that's what we input it into, Desmos. Remember last year and I was like, don't show work for slope, and you were like, what? And Rob was like, I think this is a trick. She's faking us out. Okay, so with Desmos, we're going to be using it a whole lot this year. So I put it on our notes page. So to find slope with Desmos, we're going to practice it, but it'll also be on your notes. You go add a table, you list your points, at least 2, and then what's the equation we type into Desmos to get the equation out?
y1 squiggly line mx1 plus b.
Beautiful. So the y1 and the x1 are going to be matching what?
The order pair.
The ordered pair on the table, the title on your table, correct? Could it be y2, x2?
Yeah.
Y3, x3?
Yeah.
Yes. But typically I'll make one table and just switch that out, so y1, x1 will treat you well enough.
Oh. Did you feel tonight?
You know, Thursday reminded me of this moment last year. So Brandon Tate is one of just my top 5 students ever, right?
He's a nonchalant dude.
He's a monster. So, what'd you say?
I say he's a nonchalant dude.
Oh. smart too. So they were gonna be all out for UIL one day. And I had done a mini lesson with them, and I was like, watch the video lesson, or no, it wasn't even that, I did a lesson in class. Dividing polynomials, this huge, long, drawn out thing, and on a test, he comes up to me, much like Rob did the other day, and he was like, hey, like, I'm stuck. And I was like, oh, let me go to your next page. And I was like, your page is blank. And he was like, you see, it seemed redundant at the time. And I was like, I hate that for whoever can figure it out.
Yeah.
And Rob had that
You
too on
helped me.
Thursday. So, no, I
You didn't
didn't.
write your notes down?
He didn't.
I missed one thing.
Oh.
And if y'all don't pick up, if you ask me for help on a test, I give y'all all the exact same help and point you to the exact same page, so if you don't have what I need written down on that page, then I'll be honest. No, you just listen into other people's help and notes that you figured it out. Alright, go ahead and get Desmos up if that is your, go ahead and get it up, whether you like it or not. It's at the top of your Google Classroom. And if you Google Desmos, make sure you're using Desmos with a green bar. That is the perfect spot for this one. With access to the outlet at all times. So make sure you're using Desmos with the green bar. But yeah, that was quite a funny moment. He still figured it out and made a hundred, unfortunately.
What was like the
Unfortunately,
high
it's
above 95 while you're almost?
There was very few that maintained above a 95 all year, and he was one.
Who else?
Jacob Porter.
Oh
Ray
yeah.
James.
You picked him for your exam?
What's his name?
Skylar.
Oh, he did?
They maintained 80, but above a 95, that's outrageous.
Didn't Skylar's dad go to NASA?
What?
Skylar's dad like worked at NASA for a little bit?
Alright, so this page kind of hops all around. We're going to look at all the different forms of slope today. We're going to show our work with it and then do it with Desmos because we do need to know how to show our work with slope. So, given the graph, what is a perfect point that you see?
0, 1.
0, 1, over 0, up 1. What else?
1, -1.
Over 1, down -1. Do y'all agree with John Charles?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's two things I could do right now. I could take those 2 points and put it in a y2 minus y1. Or I could do rise over n. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Let's do from the leftmost point. Is this going to be a positive slope or a negative slope? Negative, because from the leftmost point it's going downward. So it's a negative slope. Now I jump 1, 2. So my rise is -2. And my run is 1. Do you agree? Now last year, do you remember there's 3 formulas to find slope, and I have a disdain for one of them. There's one that I just particularly do not like you to use. Which one is it? Why don't I like you to use rise over n?
Because you could miscount.
Because you could miscount. You have to go one by one. Some of y'all don't think to zoom in, so you're just like 1, 2, skip a few. I think it's 3. Okay, I don't particularly like rise over run, but I wanted to show you that that is an option. What me personally would do on my paper, I'm going to show you what I want. You're going to type Desmos, or you're going to write Desmos. I'd like to see you type it on your paper. Exactly. Extra credit for typing on your paper. Alright, and then we're going to list out our 2 points. So, this will be showing your work for me on given Desmos. Make a small little table and give me those 2 points. So, we're going to say 0, 1 was the first point that Bodie gave us. And then 1, -1 was what John Carlo gave us.
Thank you.
That will be what showing your work looks like for Desmos. Now let's go to Desmos together. And I'll make sure that y'all remember all the steps. Are you at Desmos? Thumbs up. Thank in our 2 points, 0, 1, and then it was 1, -1, yep. With slope, could I have 5 points? Could I type 5 points into the table?
Yeah.
Could I type 9?
Yeah.
Could I type 1?
Yes.
No.
No, I need at least how many?
2.
2, I need at least 2. Okay, now I'm gonna go down to the bottom bar. Oh, and then I'm gonna type
Y1.
Y1. Squiggle, where's the squiggle? I didn't get it.
Under S.
Right by one.
Okay, right next to 1. So we're gonna press shift and then the button right next to 1. And then we're gonna go MX 1
Plus B.
plus B.
Then you get the.
Now we actually get, so looking at this, I'm looking at that section right there where it says parameters, and I'm plugging it into y equals mx plus b, correct? What is the m representing?
Slope.
Slope. What is the b representing?
Y-intercept.
Y-intercept. What is a y-intercept?
Where the line is the
Intersects the
y-axis.
Okay, where the line crosses the y-axis. So if I look right here, that line is crossing the y-axis at -1. Uh-oh. Now, if I plug it in, what 2 variables must stay? I can't get rid of them, I can't change them, I can't do anything, they have to stay. What 2 variables?
X and Y.
X and Y. Y'all like to forget about the X last year. So I'm going to plug in -2 because that's what the m value said it was. So I got -2x plus 1. Do you agree? You can just put it under the table or under the graph somewhere. The little slope. Yeah, there's a slope line. Did you forget your y? What 2 variables must we always have?
Y equals.
¿Dónde está y? Alright. Now, let's look at the table. How can I solve the slope for the table? Could I do Desmos?
Yes.
Okay. I will almost always let you go to Desmos and not have to do the rise over the run or all the things, because Desmos has almost 99% accuracy if you're using it correctly. So what I want to see, circle the 2 ordered pairs you're using. Are you seeing a trend? Anytime you're using Desmos, I want you to write Desmos, so I know you just didn't cheat. Some of y'all do that.
Most you write Desmos and cheat.
Well, then you found the way around it. Alright, so make your little table and then Desmos your solo away. Put your hands on your head when you have Desmos done. But that's going to be showing your work for Desmos. And or cheating while also showing your work for Desmos. It almost seems redundant to copy the work and still just not do it.
Showing your work for cheating.
Are you familiar with it?
No. I know some people that were, and they just photo math.
In times past, I was familiar with it.
Maybe someone in a group chat that I'm in may have been saying that they were using
Oh my
an app
god,
on
that's
their phone.
crazy. Did she ask if I was in it?
I said it was you saying
What did you have to do?
Show me the Y1.
What group chat? What even crazy? I'm not, wait, on Snapchat? On what? Like a text group chat? I'm not
Where's your table? Damien? What were you doing? Oh. Is your steps here or you calculating? You can do either as long as you're following along. Alright, so when you type in Desmos, plus button, table, get you.
Zero point seven five.
Huh?
Okay? Why are you hawing?
It's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Plus 2.25.
Sing to the table.
2.25.
Oh my gosh, Rob, what am I missing?
Y equals.
Gotta have both. Gotta have the y, gotta have the x. So that would be my slope, correct?
Yes.
And we could leave it here, we could put it there. I saved the best one for last.
M equals Y equals?
What?
What are you talking?
John Cello, I'm gonna need you to get yours.
The box says M equals.
Are you calling him John Stella?
John Cello.
Yeah, because Bodie misspelled my name when he tried framing me.
So when he's being a little too froggy, he gets being John Cello. Alright, let's look at this one. What do you notice about this one? What?
An equation.
It's in an equation. Is it in it? Have we pulled slope off of this type of equation before?
X and Y.
Maybe.
I thought we have.
X and Y are on the same side, so it's kind of funky.
Oh shoot. Maybe.
We do what, Anton?
Solve for Y.
That's a jolly rancher. Have we regularly been solving for Y?
Yes.
That's what we're
Yes.
gonna do here. That's why we learned the purpose of solving for Y. So, rewrite it. And if I'm solving for Y, what am I gonna circle?
Y.
Y. Then I'm gonna draw my balance line. Okay, what term am I gonna balance first?
Negative 3x.
Negative 3x. So what am I going to do to balance it?
Add 3x.
Add 3x. And as Noah said, we work furthest from the variable. So, add it and strike it. And what you do to one side? Are 3x and 15 like terms? No. So I'm going to rewrite it. 5y equals 3x plus 15. I typically always put my coefficient variable in that first slot. It does not matter, but I do. Now, I'm going to keep that plus in front of the 5 just to be conscious of it. If I'm working to isolate y, what am I going to do?
Over 5.
Divide by 5. Pause!
Divide by every single term.
Each term, when we're dealing with numbers, you want to do it by each term. So I'm going to say 3x divided by 5 and 15 divided by 5. When I do it by each term, I see what can be simplified, right? Can 3 over 5 be simplified?
No.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Could be to a decimal. So what's going to happen is I'm going to take the 3/5 and leave it as a fraction. And that x will just go to the side. Okay? 3/5 cannot be simplified further as a fraction. If it were 6/10, I would simplify it down 3/5. Or I could rewrite it as 0.6. Now, 15 divided by 5.
3.
Did we just take a funky equation and make it into slope-intercept?
Yes.
Does it follow y equals mx plus b?
Yes.
Where would this line hit the y-axis?
3.
3. Alright. Let's see what I want you to do. Alright, knock out the graph with your person. Go. Graph. 2 minutes. Y'all could pair up if you would. So choose, or you and Tucker.
You want to work on the left
Hey, where are they?
We're going to do 0, 3. No, negative 3, 0. So first, x is negative 3. So and this is 0. And then it's
Plus 2 because there's a.
there's 0, 2.
It doesn't start with 0.
Oh my gosh, bro, I think I just
This guy's over 9.
And then
Actually, no, just right over. Now just
right.
put in Desmond.
Yeah, don't cheat. Don't write Desmos and then cheat.
Oh shoot, how would you cheat if you'd be using Desmos?
Isn't using Desmos cheating?
Yeah.
No, it's using your resources.
What is
Isn't normal
cheating?
cheating
Using your resources?
No. I mean, we could outrule, we can ban Desmos if you think it's cheating. We could do that.
I don't know how to use it.
Okay.
What'd you get?
I can tell because you're cheating off of a Rob right now.
No, I just don't have my Chromebook open and don't have Desmos.
Naturally.
Open. What?
Y equals 2 thirds plus 2.
Literally what I said.
There's X plus 2.
It's not literally what I said though.
No.
Yes it is.
No.
It
What do
literally
you
is.
want?
Who?
I don't know. I saw the hot hands. Oh yeah, that's
Alright. If you chose to use Desmos, what did I want written down on your paper?
Desmos.
Desmos.
Or table. 2 point. 2
Desmos.
thing.
Alright, what's 1 point someone did?
Negative 3, 4.
I heard 0, 2, over 0, 2, and then 3, 4. If you did different points, will we work to the same slope?
Yes.
It will come to the exact same slope. Alright, so what was your M value?
2 thirds.
2 thirds X.
What was your Y-intercept?
2.
So when I plug that into slope-intercept form, what will it look like?
Y equals 2 thirds X plus 2.
Is this a positive slope or a negative slope?
Positive.
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 It goes up.
Okay. What about this one? Try it with your person. No, it's fun.
Oh shoot.
Uh-oh, heckity.
So you do minus 3, right?
Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Tell them what you did.
I know how to do this.
12 minus 2.
Yes, you do, Julian.
Okay.
4x minus 14.
Freddie looked locked in, so I was just gonna help you out there.
Point.
Equals
If it was negative, wouldn't you have to be plus 12 to get rid of it?
plus 12. You're not taking it out of the side.
Where are you even getting 12 from?
Oh, from negative 4 times 3.
That'd be negative 12.
Yeah, minus 12. It's minus 12.
Negative 12 minus 2. Negative 14. I saw it, man. I saw it.
Do you see the purpose of that lesson where we
Oh,
solve
yeah,
for
yeah.
y? Because
Yeah.
now the whole
I'm
purpose
gonna
of it was
do that.
manipulating equations. We're going to have many equations that we're going to have to manipulate. Alright, so slope-intercept form is blank equals. It's what? Y equals. Is this already in y equals form?
Yeah.
Okay, so I just need to get my coefficient variable together and then my constant by itself. Do you agree? Got to combine some like terms. What'd you start with? Okay, distribute. So I got y equals negative 4x minus 12, and then I just bring down that 2, correct? Okay, what do you see now? Combine like terms, and me personally, going to circle or underline. Negative 12 minus 2 would be?
Negative 14.
Do you agree?
Yeah.
What's our slope?
Negative 4.
What's our y-intercept? Is this a positive slope or a negative slope?
Negative.
Negative, because it's negative 4, so it's going at an incline, or a decline, from the leftmost point, negative 4. Alright, let's go down to the bottom 2. Alright, let's look at that one first. How would I solve that? Desmos, but how would I show it on my paper that I used?
Desmos.
Desmos. Desmos and make a table. Does it give me 2 points?
Yeah.
Is that all I need to make a table?
Heck yeah.
Alright.
Rise and run. Use.
Only Giancarlo can use Rise and Run.
Yeah. Sorry.
He's reading.
Huh?
Alright, Desmos it off.
So wait, so what do you do?
Run.
Cause I know
And it's so
faster.
funny because me and Mo were talking about my mom. I assume that's not that way for something. Just fighting much more.
And it's not.
Where'd they catch you?
I don't know. Alright. What did you get as your slope?
1x
Negative
plus
1x plus 10.
As your slope?
-1.
Oh, negative 1.
What's your y-intercept?
10.
So if I were to put this in slope-intercept form, it would say y equals -1x.
1x plus 10.
Could I also write it as y equals
-1.
-x plus 10?
Yes.
Because all variables have an innate 1 as its coefficient, correct? Let's flip to the back. There's more. My gosh. How enthralling.
Why is the thing so big?
Because I zoom in to be on the PDF. Oh, darn it. Technical difficulties. Well, do number 1 while I am figuring out my technical difficulties. Number 1 and 2. 1 and 2.
Your last three tests were all 78. Golly.
Wow, I'm pretty sure this is talking about t-shirts, not tests.
T-shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're doing 1 and 2. Yeah.
Oh.
Funny guys.
I didn't know you were talking about until I looked at the picture.
I could tell. Sometimes you don't know what I'm talking about even with looking at the paper.
Yeah.
Crazy how that works.
It is. How does that work? How does that work, Rob? If you rise, if
You will answer it correctly. My money's on rain.
And I was looking at the thing, it looked like it was negative.
how would that chart make sense? Because that like one T-shirt, he made nothing. Two T-shirts, he made 20.
They gave 1 away for 3.
Oh, that makes sense. I didn't read the equation.
I didn't read the
Yeah, he used his deductive reasoning.
Oh, it's not even the equation. But if he gave it away for free, that would have be him selling it.
Your presence is bothering our favorite student. Alright. Let me see if anyone got the golden ticket winner. guys are silly gooses. Alright, the graph shows the relationship between the number of t-shirts sold for a fundraiser and the profit in dollars. What is the slope of the line that represents this relationship? So, what 2 points did you pull?
1, 0, and then 2, 20.
You agree? Okay, what was the slope?
Y equals 20x minus 20.
So the slope was 20?
Yes.
Okay, what does that mean? By how much does the profit change with each shirt sold? How do you find that? How do you find what each profit changes?
Division.
What did you? So it's asking, it's the slope, right?
Yeah.
Because your repeated fee is how much you're paying for a t-shirt. So how much do you pay for a t-shirt every time? $20. Okay, this back page is talking about, well, first look at your graph. What do you notice about the axes? They're what? It doesn't go on forever. It skip counts, correct? Oh, I'm gonna take it. Just, no, you can't. No, I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take your papers. Alright, we will do number 3. Right now. Numero 3. I'll take your papers and I'll hand them back. And then let me give you the stuff we did.
Oh, she's a Y equals 20.
Who dropped something?
Hold on. Numero 3. Alright. So the video is I'll let you guys go to the because it was just slow. Easy. So the video just goes over the top part.
That's it?
And then we're doing this page. If you don't watch the whole thing, at least watch when we do those. Okay? Watch these through to where you have those on the table and on the graph. Y'all are good. Make sure you know how to look off of it. And it's going to be uploaded by the start period. So if you have free time today, you can watch it during the day. Uh-oh, we have less than a minute. We will start with that tomorrow and then move on. So, put this in your notes. Hold on. In your binder. This blue page will now go in front of the gold. So it'll go blue, the white page we did today, all in front of the gold. Alrighty? I'm gonna take your gold page.
All my notes pages always end up red.
It's okay. I don't have my planner today for you. I'm gonna bring it and get you
Wait a second. Whoa.
Good morning. You can come in. Take one of these. There's a lot of stuff in here. Hello.
I have them in 7th grade. 7th period.
Grab one. Hold on, why do you do that? Grab a warm up, have a seat. I know you're not tired. You didn't practice.
So it's my fault I broke my finger.
Get stronger bones.
Yeah, bones you need to get
I
stronger.
shouldn't tell you to shut up.
You need to take better care of your body.
Bro, can you move that chair over here?
What?
Can you move that chair over here? I want to sit next to him.
No.
Huh?
No. Did you just call me fake? Did you just call me fake? What? Did everyone get a warm up?
Yeah.
Why are there only... Does everyone have a warm up that's stapled together?
Yeah,
Why is the light off? Let's have a great day! Just kidding, I'm not.
Today is not good.
What do you think I'm about to say to you?
I have a test in here.
There's something here?
History.
Okay, sure, that's fine. Alright, you have the warm up for the week. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Monday gets done on?
Monday.
Tuesday gets done on?
Wednesday.
Wednesday gets done on?
Tuesday.
There we go. Actually, I don't care what order they get done in, as long as you get them done. My brother in
What are we
Christ.
doing today?
Right now you're doing the warm up.
Who's that?
Then we're gonna go over the test.
Who's that?
What?
You practice tomorrow, yes? You're practicing tomorrow? When are you practicing?
Who are we
Wednesday?
going against tomorrow? I thought I tried practice on the 21st.
Mentiroso. That's not what you said this morning.
That's what I thought. You know I'm not that smart.
And you're still talking.
Who are we going against tomorrow?
Doesn't matter. We're gonna win.
Bridgeport sucks.
Bobby. Talk one more time. You know who I'm talking to. One more time in this warm up. I promise you, you're not gonna like the outcome. I will wait till the 21st. Please. And now in between the 21st, which is 5 days, I'll keep on adding to it. I put that on baby. Today's the 16th. 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th. 2020.
I'll put birthdays on.
Yes, sir.
I have a birthday in 3 days.
That's awesome.
Turn 13.
That's amazing. Remember my 13th birthday? 20. No, you can come to class prepared. Finally, like, what's in your bag? I see from here. Yeah. My patience for you, Xavier has ran out. Not even gonna lie. Not good. Not good. We already made it through the first 9 weeks. I'm gonna take roll. I wanna say your name. Please say here. Nothing more, nothing less. I feel like we're missing someone. Don't say it though. Figure out who it is. Jamie, how was your weekend?
Good.
Nice. Here's here, Jamie's here, Holly's here, Julie's
here, Sanders here, and Menendez here, Ellis here. Awesome. Emily, how was your weekend?
It was okay.
Just made it?
Yeah.
It's alright, it happens. I'm about to show y'all number 2 really quickly, so keep on working and I'll show you number 2. Before 2. This is y'all's number 2, right?
Yeah.
What year?
That's not a. Not a what? No, no, no. Our number 2 is this.
This is the number 2?
This is the number 2. That's not what I have.
Does it say 1 1/3 times 12? Oh. Alright, eyes up here on number 2, I'm just gonna walk you through half of it really quickly, and then you can switch back. You can't multiply a whole number in a decimal, or I mean a whole number in a fraction, you have to make them look the same or look pretty close to each other. So I can take this mixed number right, why is it doing the haptic feedback? I don't like that. I'll turn it off. What can I do to this? I can turn it into a what? Nope. It's a third. I can't do that because the third repeats. I can turn it into a what kind of fraction? Improper, right? Improper. I don't know if y'all remember this. Right? Multiply, add, keep. 3 times 1 is? Actually, write this down real quick. How much off is what? You already heard mine. So much better. This is how you turn a mixed number into, improper, or, let me restart. This is how you turn a mixed number to improper fraction. What? What? Oh, nice. So yeah, this is popcorn around the world, whatever you want to call it. Multiply, add, keep, right? Multiply these two numbers. Emily, what's 3 times 1? 3, right? Now we're going to add the numerator and our product. Product is the answer to a multiplication problem. 3 plus 1 is what? 4. And last, the K stands for? Keep. I'm going to keep it on there. Now, I can multiply that by -12. Who knows how to take a whole number and make it into a fraction? You just put it over what? What? Nope. If you're going to take any number and make it into a fraction, all you have to do is put it over 1. So what am I going to put -12 over? 1, right? This is a negative over here. Now how do you multiply fractions? Top to top, bottom to bottom. What's 4 times 12?
48.
Thank you, Xander. Jude, what's 3 times 1? Okay. 3. What's wrong with that fraction? It's improper. Very improper. I don't like the purple thing. It's thrown. I don't like that. How do I take a improper fraction and turn it into a mixed number? What, Emily? Divide, right? 48 divided by 3. Jamie, how many times is 3 going to 4? 1. That's 3. 1. What's my next move, Javi? Bring down the 8. How many times is 3 going to 18? Whoops. 18 minus 18 is? 0. So at the end, my answer is going to be what? 16. Positive or negative? A negative times a negative is a positive. So it's going to be positive. There you go.
That one's hard. That'll work. We have about 8 more minutes, then we're gonna move on. How good time lapse will go. When timer's up, we'll move on. You can work ahead, you don't have to stop at the end of Monday, you can go into Tuesday if you want to. If it was me doing it, I would skim through them and I'd do the easiest ones first. And then I would save the hardest ones for Tuesday, Wednesday. That's just me though. I wish there was a way to clear the screen without going up. Let's see first. What?
No big deal, Mitchell.
Did your question have to do with math? Today, 7th grade B team plays, or I mean 8th grade B team plays in Lido. If you happen to be in the neighborhood, that doesn't involve a response. Save it. Jude, you're gonna be the first one out of my class today. Click on baby. What time we got right here? 56? That's 44 minutes from now. So I'm gonna set a timer for 39 minutes. When that goes off, we can start back. Jude, how was your weekend?
Good.
Sandra? Alicia?
Great.
Can't tell if you're being sarcastic or serious. I'm gonna assume the first one. Bobby played Roadblocks all weekend, I know that much. Played Roadblocks all weekend, didn't you?
I played C.
Did you really?
I played original.
Did you really?
I was kinda, I origin that stuff. I was on my phone.
Be at Layla's house, and where's my coffee?
I ordered that Steve Jobs.
Coach D. I don't know why you ordered Starbucks. Are you gonna play all the games this year? Or are you failing a class?
Oh, man.
Sure about that?
I don't know, one or two classes. I'm on my grades over there.
If you fail, we have 4 minutes. If you fail, you cannot play forgery games.
What if we fix our grades while during those 3 weeks?
So I'll have to wait till the 3 weeks.
What the? That game is stupid.
It's stupid that you fell in a class in the first place.
It's stupid that I can't play no more.
And whose choices led them there?
Not mine.
And you're gonna learn that lesson the hard way.
Why did teacher say, I got so many assignments to grade, but then again, remember that they all went into assignment.
What are you complaining about?
Oh, that's fucking annoying.
We all have jobs to do. Yeah, that's not looking too good, homie. Does Champion not like you?
I don't like anybody.
And when does that burn out? And what about Velasquez?
We freaking Instagram shit. Y'all just better. You can tell them that all
Bro, you can throw shade all you want, it doesn't change anything.
Hey, big, we're getting so
throw shade all you want, it doesn't change.
No, he didn't.
That's sort of a sign of you being weak, if you're gonna throw shade like that. It's
He's
called a
weak.
straw man fallacy. You're attacking the person, not the problem.
I'm upset, he is the problem.
Is he though?
He looks like a problem.
Then how come other people can pass the class?
Almost everyone's passing the class except for one.
Wrong teacher, I can't succeed in my education.
You're making a joke of it because you can't handle it. I understand that, maybe,
I'm not
but
breaking really.
1 out of every 4 adults cannot read. How successful do you think they are?
That's 25 people.
That's 25 out of 100. 25. Hmm? That's insane.
Who?
Can't do it. What I'm telling you is it's happening. Oh, it's still recording you.
Uh-oh, looks like we're showing Mr. Campion.
Okay, yeah. Jamie, can you go over and press the stop button?
Oh, okay. Stop the timer or stop the?
I forgot to check the extra stuff too.
Again, Xavier, you can